Hey guys, thank you for tuning in to episode number 3 of my Empties. I do have quite a full container of Empties that I want to take you through. A lot is hair products. So, first off, I went through the Only For You Monat Super Moisture Mask. It was great. This is not part of their regular line. Not sure why, but I did love it. I went through the Monat Smoothing Shampoo, which I absolutely love. And along with that, I finished off the Smoothing Deep Conditioner. This combo here, if you follow me, you'll know that I was actually in Mexico on vacation. And this combo here gave me really soft, manageable hair throughout that vacation. And I love it. And I plan on, I do have this, and I have the full version of this now that it's available, and I think this will come in handy during the summer. I absolutely love this combination. Another empty that I have is the Champ Dry Shampoo. I actually ran out of this, and I had to dip into another dry shampoo that I used to use, and I love the smell of this, but having used the Monat dry shampoo, I can say it just feels different. So this feels kind of sticky in texture. The day that I used it, it just feels different compared to the Champ dry shampoo. The Champ feels really, your hair feels clean and your oils don't break through. The other thing that I have to say about this compared to this and some other dry shampoos that I've tried in the past is, so for me, since I've been using Monat, I can go, like, first day, obviously, I don't need dry shampoo. Second day, don't need dry shampoo. Third day tends to be when my oils start breaking through and I need dry shampoo. So I typically will put this on the third day, but fourth day, I can go fourth day. Sometimes I can go fifth day, and I don't have to reapply on the fourth and the fifth day. This actually lasts, which to me is mind-blowing. So if you haven't tried that Champ dry shampoo, I highly recommend it. Another Monat, this is the Revive shampoo, and this is actually, if you know Monat, this is from the old packaging, so obviously I had been working my way through this for a little while. I like it. It is not my favorite shampoo from them, so I likely won't be repurchasing it. I do actually think I was sent this, or sent something where it was free, which I'll use it if they send it for me for free, but yeah, it is not my love. Then I also used up some body cream here. This is from Pink Sugar, and I won't repurchase this. I do like this scent, and I do have little like miniatures left of this, and I'll use it up, but now I really feel like I kind of know my scent in terms of what I love most of the time, which is bourbon from Elizabeth and James, and then days where I want to be conscientious about, like, usually for work days and stuff like that, the other thing that I will go to is Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, because I feel like that is non-offensive to most people. Like, it's a light scent. So anyways, this is a sweet scent, and like very candy-like, and it's nice, but I do know that some people could be aggravated by it. Then this is some deodorant, or antiperspirant rather, from Degree. It is the Ultra Clear Black and White, and that is true. It does not get on your clothing. I haven't repurchased this just because I am going through some other antiperspirants, like using them up, but I would totally repurchase this again. The scent isn't too strong. It doesn't like compete with your perfume or anything like that if you're wearing it, but yeah, I definitely would purchase this again. It did not transfer onto my clothing, which I appreciate. Then shadow shields. So if you've watched any of my other videos, you know that I've switched over, or on a day-to-day basis, I use post-it notes. When I travel, which I did in March, I will bring shadow shields with me, and I actually still have another container of this. I use the shadow shields less often just because they're more costly than a post-it, but this is a good thing to have. One other piece of a Monat in here that I have is the Replenish Mask. So let me just go and pick this up because, yeah, the Super Moisture Mask is different than the Replenish Mask. The Replenish Mask is in their permanent line, and I do like this, and I actually did repurchase this, and they also sent me another one too as well, for free. This is a product that I do not use all the time, and in fact you're actually not supposed to use this all the time. If you use it too much, there is protein in here, and too much protein can actually cause your hair to break off. So if you're doing keratin and stuff like that, any kind of proteins, you actually shouldn't be using it every single time. So I would say I use this maybe once a week. If once every 2 weeks for sure, but maybe once a week. Okie doke, down to some makeup that I finished off. So, or finished off slash dried up. So this here is from MAC, and it is Bare Study Paint Pot. It is dried up, so I'm just going to back to MAC it. And then this is from Benefit, and it was Tattletale, and it basically dried up. I'm not gonna back to MAC it, goes in recycling. Concealers, I do have a few that I used up. This is actually the corrector in Extra Light Bisque from Bobbi Brown. I typically actually don't use correctors anymore since I started using, and I have repurchased, and I will not be without. I really like the Tarte Shape Tape. I know my mom tried it and she said that it wasn't her favorite. She prefers the creaseless concealer, so obviously my mom is a little bit older. She did feel like this creased. I didn't go into too much detail and ask her how or if she set it, which I do set this, and I do think you need to set it, and maybe mom will talk to you about my whole routine, because since she did buy this, but she didn't buy it in a brightening color, so I think she's been using it on other places in her face. But anyways, I love this, repurchased it, will rebuy it forever and ever. Another actually corrector that is used up is the Peach from the Naked Skin Urban Decay. I haven't repurchased this as mentioned. I haven't been using corrector as much with the Tarte Shape Tape. I don't feel like I really need it just because the Shape Tape on its own gives such good coverage. And my darkness, I don't think is that, unless maybe I have a real rough night, that bad that I require the corrector all the time. So yeah, it was good though. I would say I actually prefer this over this for a lot of reasons. The delivery method, number one, I am all about doe foot applicators, so this is a doe foot applicator. And number two, this is much thinner consistency than this. And so what that means is basically if you're older, more mature skin, not that I'm that old, but say in you, I would say once you get into your 30s, you really have to start thinking about some of these things. Girls in your teens and 20s, you are really able to do, as long as you know you have decent skin that you somewhat take care of, you're allowed to do whatever you want pretty much. But once you get into your 30s, you do have to watch, and you cannot cake on the product. And that's the reason I do prefer this over the Bobbi Brown, is it's a thinner consistency. So if I'm going to use a corrector and then I'm also going to go in and put a concealer over top of it, then, which you need to with a corrector, then this here shears out and it's much thinner. So, and it is very much skin-like. So that is my little diatribe on that. This, which I do have backups of, and it is the old MAC packaging, and I actually still have a number of these in the old MAC packaging, is my Medium Plus natural skin finish from MAC, of course. And yeah, I've gone through a lot of these throughout the years. Something that I will keep in my makeup rotation. I do really like it as a setting powder, or if I wear a tinted moisturizer, this is really nice to go over it and gives you just like extra coverage, like builds from, say, a tinted moisturizer gives you like a light coverage, then that that might build it up to a light medium coverage, which is nice. Then I wasn't sure if I should show these or not, but I decided, yeah, it's a good idea, because I am actually trying to work my way through some of my little samples, and I actually got a number of these samples, because the first time I tried it, I did really like it. So it's the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. And I do really like this. It was in the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale, and I was considering buying it, but I was a good girl and I said, no, I'm not going to buy this because I really am trying to get through a lot of product. Would I eventually buy this? Possibly. And the reason I'm saying possibly is the other Radiance Primer that I'm trying is actually the Laura Mercier Radiance Primer, and I'm really enjoying that. So one of my very favorite tinted moisturizer is the Laura Mercier Radiance Tinted Moisturizer. And not that they are exactly the same, but I feel like that primer gives me the same effect. So this has like, you can see a little bit of glitter, like micro glitters in this, which I don't know how I feel about that. Just again, I'm a little older, so I feel like this, you gotta be careful with sparkle and glitters and stuff as you get older. It can not look the best on you. Another one that I used up, and I did actually really like as well too, and I've been a fan of the Smashbox in the past, the Photo Finish Radiance Primer. This was good as well. And yeah, I'm not sure, kind of on the fence about what Radiance Primer I would repurchase, but I did like this. It was good. And I am down to my last little piece, and I already repurchased this. This is in my favorites. This is something that I absolutely love. It is from IT Cosmetics. It is the Tightline in Waterproof Black. Amazing. Would repurchase, already have repurchased it. New one's already in my makeup rotation. So thanks so much for tuning in to another episode of my Empties. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos from me, click the subscribe button. And if you want to know when I upload, then click the notification bell to receive an email on when I upload videos. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I hope you are having a great day.